Okay. Hey everybody, this is Barbara, the hippie homesteader wannabe, and I've got kind of a special project. Don't know if I'll post this or not, but I have my grandson with me. Do you want to come up here and be seen? Do you want to be seen by YouTube? No? Well, anyway, he's learning potty training, and he's not real good at it yet. Well, most of the time he's good, but he's a little bit out of his comfort zone here. And so he's running out of pull-ups. So I have this pair of flannel pajama bottoms that I thought were kind of a neat, that I could make something out of. Like, well, I was actually thinking of, you know, incontinence or feminine pads. But see, they have little snowmen all over it. But anyway, I am going to attempt to make him a makeshift pull-up or diaper sort of arrangement. And since there's two legs, I'm thinking I could make one out of each leg. So I wanted to show you that before I start. What I'm thinking about doing is like cutting off a leg. Here's the leg, okay, cutting it off. They have pockets, so I'm going to do it under the pocket and like just straight. And so it will make a thing that's shaped kind of like that, like the back of a diaper, and then it'll kind of go flat. And I can kind of bring it in or pat it up in the middle or something, and I think it'll work. So let's see what happens. And where the bad thing is, the reason he's here is his mom and dad and him had a gas leak at their house. And so, hang on a minute. So, okay, so I had to take a call from Micah's dad. But anyway, we'll see. It's the other thing I was going to tell you is it's snowing outside. And if it piles up very much, we're about 30 miles away from where the young guys are, his folks. So he may wind up staying here a while. And he's going to be short on clothes, which means rah-rah, as I am known. We'll have to make him some clothes or finagle something. So this could be fun. We could get the hippie thing going real good here. So see you after a bit. Okay, quick update. I checked this. Here's the leg. I checked it against his back half, you know, his rear end, and it's going to need to be a little wider. So my thought is I took the pockets out. These are the pockets cut off and turned wrong side out, or right side, well, right side out. And so I'm thinking about like hooking them on like that, one on each side. So it's shaped kind of like this. And that's the back side going to come around, and then this front thing is going to come up, and I can double that over or something. This is going to work. So see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It's 2 or 3 days, 2 days later. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the diaper thing and talk a little bit about diapers. But here's what I wound up with. This is the tabs and the inside back, which actually, if I was actually going to use it, if I had a toddler that I was watching and was actually going to use this as a diaper, I think I would take this off and put a thinner kind of elastic and maybe make a casing so that it, you know, was more, because that is really kind of wide. But anyway, and then it goes down. See how nice that is? And I cut it off. And actually what I did, instead of folding it up, which folding it up would be a really good plan, but instead I cut it off, and I had a cloth diaper from before that I slipped up. I just had parts of it because I'd used it in some other things, but I slipped that up into this section to make it thicker for pee. And anyway, so what you wind up with is the diaper, and these things can come around, and I didn't put any Velcro or snaps or anything on it yet, and I don't have any pins anymore. But if you see, I mean, that would be a pretty, now the flaps come around kind of a lot. If you really wanted to do something cute, you could make some big buttonholes and a great big old button, but that would probably be strained and might pop off, so it might not be the best plan. But if you had a smaller pair of pajamas, you could make a little smaller diaper, or you could, you know, certainly shrink it up and stuff. I think I would, if I was really going to do it, I would make a casing in along these leg sides and slip some in there, which that wouldn't be hard to do. All you'd have to do is cut a little opening on each side and then like stitch through, and I think you'd have a casing there, and you could slip maybe 1/4 inch elastic through and gather that up around the legs. This is a little bit wide, but you know, a pre-fold diaper is wider than that, so you know, just by folding it down. And if you wanted to put it on a smaller baby, you could fold that top part down, bring it up around, you know, and pin these things around, and you could have a smaller. See, here's a leg. Oh, there's a leg. There's a leg. But give me a minute, if you don't mind. Let me talk about cloth diapers just a little bit. That's something that I feel real strongly about. And I know that young mothers, a lot of young mothers these days are on the go constantly. A lot of them work, and they may work really weird shifts where they're out at night. And so it's a problem. But I always say that I am one of the laziest people I know, and I could handle cloth diapers. So I don't feel like they cause that much extra work. I mean, you have to have a diaper pail, and you have to rinse them if they're poopy. And of course, you have to wash them maybe twice a week. You can do a load, and that'll keep you in good diapers. And if you've got a dryer, that's half of it, you know. But I would really like to encourage anybody who's got a baby to really, really strongly think about using the cloth, because, well, like the deal the other day with my grandson, I mean, if he'd had little cloth training pants in his backpack, it would have been no problem. I could have washed them, hung them up, you know, and recycled them around so he could wear them again. But the way it was, all he had were these throwaway pull-ups. And, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, it's used and it's gone. And people don't, it's like the younger generation. I actually heard somewhere, because I've studied it a little bit, I read about cloth diaper efforts around the country, and I actually, you know, there are diaper shortages among people that are kind of poor. And I actually saw somewhere that people have been known to try to reuse them. Well, duh, people. It's so simple. It's so simple. Just get some cloth. And your cloth can reuse so forever, you know. And I mean, I say I'm lazy, and believe me, I'm a very lazy person. And I even had twins in cloth diapers. People gave me so many disposable diapers when the twins were born. I had a box for each one from the hospital where they were born, and I had a box for each one from the neonatal intensive care where they were. So that's 4 boxes of diapers right there that I brought home when they came home at 2 weeks old. And then people gave us diapers and gave us diapers and gave us diapers. And I had my little stash of cloth. And so here I am using all these disposables. And I finally, when they were maybe 2 months old, maybe, I finally said, wait a minute. I want to use cloth. I don't want to use disposables. So I gave my disposables away and I started using cloth because it looked like we could have gone 6 months probably without buying a diaper. And I didn't want a house full of dirty diapers. I didn't want dirty diapers in my trash. We had a puppy for a little while there. I've never had good luck with puppies, but there was a puppy, and the puppy would get into the trash and lick those nasty diapers. Now, see, if I'd have been doing cloth, I'd have been rinsing them out in the toilet and sticking them in the diaper pail until they were washed, and the puppy wouldn't have had anything to get into. So, just one more reason to use cloth diapers. I really do encourage people to give it a try. These days they've got these really cute little form-fitted ones and stuff, but you don't need those. It is because I bought a bunch of those when the little guy was little because they lived with me for the first year of his life. And, knowing me, I got them all equipped with cloth diapers, and I actually did a lot of the changing and a lot of the rinsing and just about all of the washing and getting them back into the rotation. But do it for the environment, do it for the money, do it for the convenience, because you never run out. They may all be, oh, I've only got one more clean. Well, get the laundry done. It's honestly, and in a pinch, if you're running out, use a dish towel or something. You can find something, or a pajama leg. So anyway, have fun. I just had to that's my soapbox topic. So anyway, but have a good day. I'm going to try to edit this and see. Hopefully you got some ideas for some crafts though. And have a great day. And thanks for watching.